Oh man, what are we doing out here? Freezing my butt off. But you know why you're here. This is a video game channel. We are here looking for video games. And I'm happy to say we found a lot of video games. I'm really excited to show you what I found. A lot of heavy-hitting nostalgic games from the Genesis, N64, and Game Boy. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alright, let's get the trades out of the way first. A whole bunch of common games, some retro controllers, a Wii system. You know, just some easy stuff for retro game store to sell. In exchange, I'm looking more for some PS4 games to add to the collection. So this is what I got. I saw this Ninja Gaiden Black game here for $45 with the new releases, with the new Ninja Gaiden remastered releases. This game has shot up to almost $100 now. Now that the trade-ins are done, let's show you what I picked up from Thrifting. Here's an Xbox 360E from the Salvation Army, only $15. A little dirty, but it still works. My friend really wanted one, so I gave it to him. So early in February here, this is a pretty nice selection of Xbox One, PS4, PS3, Wii, some pretty uncommon titles. And here's a closer look. If you remember from the last video, there was a whole bunch of colored N64 controllers. And the last one left was a green one, so I decided today to just go pick it up. Pretty nice stack of Wii games here. Unfortunately, all of them were pretty badly damaged and scratched. And definitely a highlight of the month here. These are 3 Sega Genesis games at the local thrift store. Unfortunately, they were pretty high priced, especially Splatterhouse 2, which was just a printed cover and the cartridge alone, and they wanted $200 for it. And I kind of wished I got the Zombies Ate My Neighbors game. It was only $40, but it was just cartridge only. But I mostly wanted the Rocket Knight Adventures game. This is one I actually grew up on, and it was for a decent price as well. The next day, some pretty good Game Boy games here. This is Mega Man 5, the Japanese version, and Doom 2 for Game Boy Advance. Surprisingly, Doom 2, the only physical version of this game, I believe is just only on Game Boy Color, which is pretty weird. But after playing it for a bit, it runs surprisingly well for the Game Boy. Both of these for only $35. I left the Pokemon pinball behind because it was quite expensive and it was missing the battery cover. But Doom 2 is like $60 on eBay, and also Mega Man 5 is pretty up there too, even the Japanese version. There's a quick gameplay of Doom 2 on Game Boy, on the Game Boy. It runs pretty well. Anyways, back to the more thrifting. Another incredible day here, so many heavy hitters on the N64. Pretty high price, but compared to eBay, it's still a great deal. Got some classics here that I've been looking forever for, like Mario 64 and Mario Kart. Later in the day, I went back and picked up the rest of the N64 games and the strategy guide for Indiana Jones. I spent about $140, I believe, which is about 50% what they go for on eBay. So even though it was a lot of money, I still think it was a great deal. Some more awesome pickups here. This is Sonic Heroes for the Xbox, Spyro Trilogy for the PS4, God of War for the PS2, and Smash Brothers for the Wii, all complete. This whole lot here for only $35. I was planning on just selling the Spyro Trilogy since I already have the originals on the PS1 and also selling Smash Brothers, so pretty much get the other games here for free. So I went to another Salvation Army a little bit further away from me, and I found some pretty good PS2 games. Not the greatest price, but they're super nostalgic for me, so I ended up picking up a lot of them. So we spent about $40 for this lot here, and what we got was Rayman 3, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, Jak 1 and Jak 2, SSX 3, and SOCOM 3. All complete and in great shape. Usually don't find that many good deals on eBay, but this was a pretty decent auction. $60 for both Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. All complete in great shape for only $60. It was a pretty good score. Usually they're around $60 to $80 each. And I already have a loose copy of one, so I could just sell that loose one and get this whole lot for only $40. Another day at the thrift store, we find a nice little GameCube score. Actually, there was a ton of pretty good games there, like that PS Vita game Little Deviants, Minecraft, Gran Turismo Complete, Bully. A lot of them were dirty and I left a lot of them behind. Let me know, would you have picked some of these up? I know for sure I should have picked up that Little Deviants game, but unfortunately I didn't. After that trip to the thrift store with the Salvation Army, found a pretty nice PS3 Slim here for only $20. It works and it's in pretty nice shape too. And we'll just go a little bit over the rest of the GameCube games I picked up here. I went back to that same Salvation Army a week later. That's a little further away from me, and unfortunately nothing new. Except for this Mario Tennis for only $5 complete. And I took a trip to the pawn shop right beside this Salvation Army, and Mass Effect the Legacy Collection for PS4 only $12 after their sale. So it usually goes for around $30 on eBay. This pretty cool lime green DS Lite here for $80. I know it's a decent price, but honestly spending $80 for a DS Lite, I think I'll just pass. Came in the next day and it was already gone. Would you have picked up this $80 DS here? I know it's a cool color, but it's just not for me. And nearing the end of February here, just some last decent pickups. This is one I've been looking for a while. This is Kirby Return to Dreamland. I was thinking about picking up this Smash Brothers 2 to resell, but I decided just to leave it here for someone else to pick it up. It's complete and in really nice shape as well. And that's all for February 2025. Some amazing pickups once again. Unfortunately, no Facebook Marketplace deals at all this whole month. It's pretty hard to find anything, but the thrift stores came in handy with some great pickups. We had some terrible weather here in southern Ontario with the snowstorms and the minus 10 degrees weather, but I think it was definitely worth it to go out there and get some of these rare games and uncommon and rare games. Thank you for stopping by and watching the video. I'm just gonna leave behind some gameplay footage for you to enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care for now.